It's probably for publicity for these two. I don't know what they're doing, but there's a married couple in Texas. This is from the Texas Monthly. Fantastic.
Great publication.
Oh, my goodness. After like 26 days, I'm just jonesing for the next Texas Monthly, and then it drops.
Well, everything's bigger here.
He's a Republican. She's a Democrat. They're married and running for the same office. Robert Little and Leela Green Little are
And she's by the book.
and he's wacky.
Well, and he doesn't follow the rules.
Now, I guess some people there believe that this is a strategy, that he's actually liberal too, and he's just calling himself a Republican, and that if he jumps into, like if he wins his primary on the Republican side, then he'll just let her walk all over him in the general, or, you know, lay down in the general. I don't know. I have no idea, but I like there was a point that was made by, what's her name? The wife, Leela, that we think it would be great if we both end up being the nominees of our parties, to have debates and show people throughout Texas, two people who love each other but disagree on and how they can debate. And I'm thinking like, yeah, that'll start out like they are a married couple, so it'll start out civil and whatever, but then at a certain point it's going to kind of break down a bit.
Oh, the debates?
I mean,
well,
are you for her or against her? Just like it's got to start out civil, but then it's got to turn into like a real marital spat over nothing.
you know, I went home last night, and, you know, I would hate to see you do this sort of thing with the entire state or the entire country, but what happened was last night I came home and I expected there to be dinner on the table, and there was no dinner on the table. In fact, she told me to call. Oh, I'm sorry. Now it's your turn. As
Okay,
usual.
thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the attention to detail that you have with how I'm running my campaign in my life, when maybe you could focus that same attention to detail to putting the toilet seat down.
Well, one of the things it all comes down to is organization, and I have the great organization skills that she does not have. In fact, I will give you an example. My wife, my opponent, much like most women in this country, have no idea how to put dishes in a dishwasher so they all get clean, nor do they rinse them off prior to putting them in there. I went in there the other day, and there was a frying pan, and the dishwasher had been run. Still had food on it.
All right, as the moderator, can I step in here? And I just want to say, just a moment ago, a couple of questions ago,
yes, sir.
When you brought up the fact that she dumped you in high school for another boy, we don't think that's relevant. And I think
it's very relevant, and if you'll give me a moment, I'll explain why. Now, in the middle of her campaign, and in the middle of perhaps if she wins the seat, what if she says, I don't want to be a part of Texas anymore, and she goes up to Oklahoma and runs? And by the way, I would like to add in my final 30 seconds that my energy policy says keep the thermostat at a temperature that is comfortable walking around in boxers.
Right, and I would like to rebut by saying that the appropriate temperature is where excuse me, sir.
Never shuts up.
Wow.
Well, it's a debate, sir.
Wow.
It's a debate, sir.
It is a debate.
Well, it's a little give and take, and I still have I will reclaim my time.
I would like to point out that my opponent, my husband, my love of my life, will not stop talking, even though it is my opportunity to speak and to rebut. But as you can see here,
well, I think we all know that women never stop talking.
Sir.
He does not listen.
You're on her time. You're on
well,
her time.
They can.
I'm going to run this country like I've run this family.
Well, first you're going to have to run the state, and you're going to have to do it as well. I would say better than running the family. The other night, our kid was out in the middle of the street in his underpants.
He is a free spirit, and you know that.
Our fact checkers have confirmed this event, and also our fact checkers say that the household should be at 69 degrees while sleeping.
No one is. Do not listen. He's the one that runs cold. I run hot. I love the temperature.
We could just get back to our child running
Speaking
around
of
as
69,
a free spirit.
When was the last time we experienced something like that?
She knew when she met me that I was not, to quote the great Richard Pryor, a termite.
There seems to be some troubles at home. Let's try to keep it on, the great state
and
of
I
Texas.
will add that is also reciprocal. once a year on my
Please.
birthday does not count.
Please, I'll start being reciprocal
If
when
you
you start
put-
listening and you start doing. And instead of me having to run the entire household,
Right.
plus run this campaign, plus keep the children out of the street in their underwear,
Uh-huh.
plus having to take care of your lazy ass,
Right.
that I will
May I
do a
rebut,
great
please?
job. And you
May
don't
I
know what you're
rebut?
talking
May I
about.
rebut?
So that's my time. That's all.
Listen, you don't have to
10
rebut.
seconds for response.
I mean,
yeah. Go ahead.
You know, I could easily just move to an apartment and get a Roomba.
I wish you would.
No, honey.
I don't
you
think that
don't
Roomba is
mean
going
it.
to make sure that the kids have the dentist appointments, that you have your physical, that you have more than just hot dogs in the fridge.
Well, I think you've proven your worth in the household, but not necessarily the state.
Our independent fact checkers have confirmed that a Roomba can in fact be purchased by this candidate, and he can do this.
It's
Well,
possible.
one of the things I do like to do is I do like to listen to her talk, but I don't like to listen to her thighs rubbing together.
Yeah, you like those thighs rubbing together on the side of your.
I suggested that she take
right.
Ozempic, but she doesn't want to do the Ozempic.
Oh, okay. So this.
I mean,
is,
if you're going to make yourself presentable to the state, why don't you start making yourself presentable to your husband?
well, this,
Little versus little in Texas.
I
It's
gotta
going to be a
say-
good one.
Start with the man in the mirror. Thank you very much. 45 pounds overweight.
You mean
since we
that?
got married.
You mean that guy that you brought home right about a week after we got married? That guy in the mirror, or the other guy?
I wish that I'd made it with that guy because you haven't been satisfying me or this state for decades.
I just showed Tim a picture. They're both in reasonably good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. Nobody's ever going to see them. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we now leave it to you. You've heard the two candidates, and all we say to you is make sure you make Texas proud and get out there and vote, huh? People?
Choose little at the battle box.
Choose
The-
little?
The ballot box.
Little versus little.
Ballot box.
The battle box.
Battle box.
See, this is what happens when
Battle
you watch.
axe, more like it.
This is what happens when you stay up and watch the whole damn speech.
I know. My goodness.
Yeah, stop doing your job, Jared.
I mean,
Seriously.
People sit around for an hour and 47 minutes and
Well,
watch an
it's gonna
old
be-
guy ramble on and on and on and on and on.
What I quickly learned was that it's going to be a one-day story. And nobody's going to be talking about the State of the Union tomorrow. It's going to be a
All
one-day
right,
story and one
I'm
and
gonna
done.
hey, put it down that we talk about it.
No,
tomorrow.
you can't. No.
Just and then now George, go on Kalshi and what do you call it? Place a position that Eric Von Hessler will mention the State of the Union tomorrow, and then I'll win my bet.
Well, allow me to rebut. Speaking of positions, there's only one position.
All right, you two.
Tell me about it.
And thank God it's reverse cowgirl.
Well, it is Texas. It is Texas. It turns out we've done the polling, and the Texans loved the reverse cowgirl reference. A lot of people are thinking that maybe you won the election right there because
Mr. Little instead of Mrs. Little.
Mr. Little, he mentioned the great cowgirls, which the lady didn't mention the cowgirls at all. She apparently doesn't care about the cowgirls in Texas.
And to our Latin American speaking, Spanish, whatever, Senor Little.
Well, we thank you both for showing up and sharing your ideas for the future with.
Where do you want to eat on the way home?
No,
Nothing.
Yeah, she's freezing you out, man.
I'm fine.
No, it sounds
fine
like
with whatever.
boy.
no.
I will stop at Applebee's. She likes riblets.
You'll put this back together again.
Yeah, we'll work it out.